This makes a part two. This is part two of okay. Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back. It is Kat, aka Kat Pendi, aka you know the vibes. I'm not gonna go through all of that. Welcome back. This is Through the Grapevine, where we go through the grapevine and into the wine glass. I am here to be a total nerd about wine because I absolutely love wine. I love how it tastes, how it smells, how it looks. I love the science behind creating wine. Everything to do with wine. I just love it. This is episode 3 of my channel, but today's episode forms part 2 of my autumn wine series. Of course, we are in the season of autumn. It's getting colder. You want a drink that's going to keep you a little warmer, especially in the night times, because the nights are getting quite cold. Winter is coming up.
Winter is coming.
For part 2 of our autumn wine series, I am really keen to introduce this wine because this is one of my favorite types of wine, or my favorite grapes rather. Absolutely love this one. I think it's a very underrated grape. It is so delicious. There isn't a single brand or bottle of this specific type of grape that I've had that I didn't enjoy at all. I'm gonna take you right into it. This is my favorite. The specific bottle as well, it's so good. Like, this is one of my best purchases ever. Let me show you this amazing bottle of wine that I am so eager to show you guys. So eager. So this is the Spice Route Grenache. This is a 2016 vintage, and this is a proudly South African wine, all the way from Swartland in the Western Cape. If you do not know what Grenache is, it is a grape. It is a black grape that produces dry red wine. So usually in South Africa, not a lot of winemakers make single varietal Grenaches. I've gotten to explore a fair number of them, which is great, but I mean, they're not a lot. Usually they're incorporated into blends, but it's always so nice to enjoy it on its own. It's not a very heavy or full-bodied wine, but it expresses so much complexity, and it's just full of so many bold characters and flavors and aromas, and it's amazing. A little bit about Grenache. What can I say about this amazing, versatile grape? It is a black grape that forms a dry red wine upon, the whole winemaking process, and usually exhibits flavors and aromas of a lot of red fruit, so typically strawberries, cherries. You can also get a little bit of black fruit, some plums. This wine specifically smells a lot like strawberries, and I really enjoy the smell of strawberries. And one of my favorite things about this wine is the spiciness on it, but it's not a harsh kind of spice. It's very subtle and just I love the spice on this wine. Yeah, like I said, very subtle. It's not aggressive. Unlike, sorry to Shiraz, Syrah, whatever you want to call it. I am not a fan of that wine because I find the spice a bit too aggressive for me, But of course, that doesn't mean we won't explore Shiraz or Syrahs, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Grenache. What else did I miss? I think I've covered the important facts about this wine. Oh, I didn't. I found a website called barkeeper.co.za, and they sell this wine for about 150 Rand a bottle if you want to buy it by the bottle. Alternatively, you can just buy it directly from Spice Route. Let us get into this bottle. I'm gonna pour myself a nice amount to taste. Why will this cork come off? There we go. I'm gonna pour a little bit to taste. Ooh. Okay, so the color on this wine is, unlike the last wine we had, it was a very pale ruby, almost practically see-through. This one isn't as pale, so we describe this as a medium ruby. Still a bit see-through, but it's not deep. It is usually better to check out the color on a white piece of paper or underneath one. No, with a white piece of paper underneath. So this is pale-ish, but not that pale. I mean, you can see my fingernails, but not as visibly as you could in the last video. So we would describe this more as a medium ruby. Okay, so we've established that this is a medium ruby. Let's give it a swirl and smell it. Like I mentioned earlier, strawberries. It smells like strawberries. It's so nice. I'm also getting some mint. I'm getting some pepper. That's that spice I told you about. Cloves. That is a really, I love the smell of cloves so much. I like using cloves when I'm cooking curry. Oops, sorry. Oh, this is exhibiting so much character, so much boldness, and it's a very nice light wine, which is what I love about it. But yeah, let's get into tasting. Upon tasting, first of all, this is a pretty high acid wine. My mouth is watering like crazy. The tannins are definitely present, but not at a very high level. Medium tannins. I'm not experiencing too much dryness in my mouth. Remember, I did mention that tannins often cause that very dry feeling on the inside of your mouth. It is a medium-bodied wine. It's not very full in the body. It's not light either. It's right in the middle, which for me is perfect. Especially around this time of the year, you know, you don't want anything that is too heavy and too complex, you know. So I really like this wine for that. Let us go into the flavors then. So, like I earlier mentioned, strawberries, a little bit of some plum in there as well, some cherries as well, lots of red fruit flavors are showing through this wine. Of course, I mentioned the spice, pepper, cloves, like I said earlier, white pepper to be more specific. There's something slightly cinnamony about this. I'm getting a little bit of cinnamon in there, but yeah, a very distinct flavor that I can taste in here is oak. It tastes a bit like wood. I can tell us that this wine was most likely aged in some oak barrels, but this is such a perfect wine. I also like to enjoy the semi-chilled, not too cold and not warm at all. Like I said earlier, what I like about this wine is that it is light or medium bodied rather. I don't want to confuse you guys. This is a medium bodied wine, but I just mean, you know, in comparison to a lot of other red wines that you might have had, it's light relative to those. So it is a light wine that just exhibits so much character, so much complexity in the flavors and the aromas, which I absolutely love about it. The finish on this is so amazing. The finish refers to, you know, all those pleasant sensations, the flavors, the tannins, acidity, you know, how long do all of those linger in your mouth, and does there seem to be a balance between all of those components in the wine, you know? So this has such a lovely long finish. It's, my taste buds are dancing. I am emotional about this wine, honestly. This is the greatest thing ever. This wine gets a solid 9 out of 10 for me. The only thing is the acidity is a bit much. It's not bad, but I don't find it to be well balanced within all the other components of the wine. But like right now my mouth is still watering a bit from the acidity. So yeah, for that I'll give it a 9 out of 10, but it is a really, really good wine. This is really good. This is one of the best Grenaches I've had. It's truly amazing. I think you guys should try this out. Like I said, there's that website that has it on their site. You can get it directly from the farm, spiceroute.co.za. Well, that brings us to the end of our video, because yeah, I think I've said everything I need to say about this wine. It's amazing, it's delicious, it's bold, like I keep saying, so bold in character and flavor and aroma, and it's just so good. I'm emotional, honestly. For obvious reasons, I'm gonna pour myself a little bit more. And you guys enjoy the rest of your week while I enjoy this wine. So good. Oh my goodness. Shit. Amazing. This is really good. I could cry right now. It's so good. Again, the dogs are barking when I'm about to end my video. Like, what is it? Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend, share with your wine lover friends, share with your friends who don't even like wine. Like, you know, just convince them to watch. Maybe this will change their mind about wine. I love wine so much. Crazy, fun, versatile beverage. It was literally given to us by Jesus. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next week for part 3 of our autumn wine series. Bye.